What's up, Bulls Nation? And welcome into CHGO Bulls Postgame, presented by PointsBet. Don't forget that promo code CHGO when you sign up to live your bet life. I'm living my bet life and my best life right now.
Right now.
With my guy, Big Dave.
And with my guy,
I'm Matt, Bulls_Peck on Twitter. Bow, BAWL Sports for Big Dave. We are CHGO_Bulls. We got our producer, Joey, hanging out with us. We got the Blackhawks crew still hanging out.
Crew hanging out.
Late night.
Steve is over there.
CHGO After Dark, yo.
They over there. They gonna get some of this hot fire.
Dave.
Yes, man.
Can I get some?
Up top.
What's up, Bulls Nation? We're so excited to talk to you guys. Keep those comments coming. We'll get to as many as we can as we break down tonight's 114-110 win over that guy Giannis.
Over who?
Over his teammates.
Who that is?
Over that dude who was at his own free throw line getting booed by you, Bulls Nation.
We love y'all so much.
So much love for the Bulls fans who showed out at Fiserv for games 1 and 2. And how great is that? What do they always say when you start a playoff series on the road? Get one.
That's it.
Get one. I've never been more happy in my life to be wrong, Big Dave, because I was sitting here for pregame saying Bulls are losing by 20.
I remember.
The Bucks said, we got away with one. It's time to buckle down. That's the mindset I thought the Bucks were going to come into this game with.
Me too.
And the Bucks had sloppy turnovers right out of the gate. 9-0 Bulls.
Oh, how did that feel? And you didn't know how to feel at that point.
I was confused.
Oh, before I even get into it, Joey, you better let them know what time it is, Joey. Meathead hours activated. Oh, it is meathead time. I'm trying to hear nothing else but the love going on right now for the Chicago Bulls team. Meathead hours are activated. Damn it. Jason Watsky is over there concerned about me because he sees me yelling at people. He's worried about my health. Just know I'm feeling good. Just know I'm eating right, and I'm doing wonderful because these Bulls won tonight. That felt so damn good. The meathead hours are activated, y'all. 1-1. And I agree with you, Javier. It could easily be 2-0.
It could be.
It could easily be 2-0.
It could be,
ladies and gentlemen. And that's where all this happiness is. That's why all this is right now. Because it wasn't like they just fell into that. They didn't fall into that loss even in the first one, man. They battled and got back in that game and almost pulled it off, but guys weren't shooting. And what did DeMar say after the game? Ain't no way in hell we gonna be shooting like that again. And guess right, he was damn correct, because there was no way they were shooting like that again. They were out there balling. DeMar, the man, the MVP, the legend, DeRozan.
Oh my God.
41 points on their asses, man.
Dude.
Damn it.
Dude, this live chat is out of control. Bulls fans, you're the best. So I saw Adam said, this is the happiest I've been as a Bulls fan in years.
Years.
Yeah, us too. We got our first super chat. Vibing with the dogs said, series tie 1-1, and we heading back home. It's getting good. Yo, speaking of which, we got plenty of time to dive into this game.
Sure.
Speaking of heading back home, game 3. Third Rail Tavern, right here in West Loop, a block from our studios. Watch party.
Come on, y'all.
Come hang out with us. We'll be there for Game 3. Game 3 gonna be lit.
It's gonna be ridiculous. Wow.
But we have to start with what you just mentioned. His name is DeMar DeRozan. After a rough 6 for 25, and kind of a quiet start to the game, and you were like, well, DeMar said, I'm not shooting 6 for 25 again, and you're like, oh God, is this gonna be another letdown game where we have to again listen to those people who are non-believers of DeMar DeRozan come playoff time?
Yes. And
then as this game got tight, after like every time the Bulls made a run, the Bucks responded with the run. And then what's that, fourth quarter? What's that? Oh, DeMar wanted the switch onto Giannis and said, hey, Giannis, Mr. DPOY, let me give you these buckets right quick.
Buckets all night.
16 for 31.
Matt.
41 points. DeMar told all you haters out there.
What'd he tell them?
To take that fat L home with ya.
Walk home with it. Oh, breathe it in. Oh, it feels so good.
Look at it. We got a $20 super chat
on that super
from
chat.
Guillermo, who said DeMar DeRozan just belongs on this stage, man.
It feels so good, man. Look, and DeMar did it the entire game, Matt. That man played 44 minutes. He did it the entire game, man. From the first to the second to the third to the fourth. Who wanted it? To the Because the fifth is what a W was, baby. What did he do? He did it against Drew Holiday. Yes, he did. He did it against Wesley Matthews, punk ass. Yes, he did. He did it against Giannis. Yes, he did. Whoever was on him, he was giving them that work. That mid-range was vicious. It was atrocious. It was disgusting, which means it was amazing. All DeMar DeRozan. And this is what we talked about in the pregame. I was like, I want to see DeMar DeRozan have that game. We talked about it before that. We need to see DeMar DeRozan have that game. And what did I say, Matt? Why do you think I put them stats up in pregame? Because I was showing them, and I said, this is a different dude. This is not the same person that y'all remember. And I knew he was going to prove it tonight. Win or lose, I was like, he's going to prove it tonight. And he damn near got that 50 that I thought he might get. No, he walked away with 41 on their ass and walked away with that victory with it, man. It was so good. And then did it in front of Aaron freaking Rodgers. Did it in front of Randall Cobb.
Shout out to Ryan in the comments who said the same thing. That was the cherry on top, doing that with Rodgers sitting courtside. Hey, Rodgers, go to hell. Take that L. Go to hell.
And take Randall Cobb with you.
Yeah, damn right, man. We got AK with a super chat saying the Debo critics, DeMar DeRozan went to DeMar DeRozan.
Hey!
Louis with a $40 super chat.
Come on.
I love how generous Bulls fans get when they're in a good mood.
Feeling good, baby. Even Salim tossed one in there, baby. 5 on that.
Salim saying Bulls proving me wrong, and I love it. I'm right there with you, Salim. I thought they were going to get mopped tonight. I really did, Dave.
I remember.
But and I saw a funny exchange on Twitter where I think it was Mark Carman and maybe Sylvie, and Sylvie said no one thought the Bulls were winning this game. No one. I think he's right.
Yeah.
And Mark Carman said DeMar DeRozan thought they were winning this game.
Boom! Nobody told the Bulls.
Yeah.
Nobody, man. Everybody told everybody else. Nobody told the Bulls. You know why they couldn't hear you? Because they was at practice. They couldn't hear you because they were focusing. They was on that court. They was visualizing. They was putting it together. They looked better than they did the first game. That we thought it was going to be a fall off of some kind. Okay, you guys were going to go ahead and realize, okay, we see what they're doing. We're going to know, all right, we're going to come out and just, no, the Bulls look better in the second game than they did in the first. Why? Because the shots were falling. All that we had a big problem with in that first one is the shots weren't falling. That's it. We enjoyed the rebounding. We enjoyed the defense. We enjoyed the transition buckets. We were like, they doing everything. They get into their spots. All of it. The three-point shooting. They were taking the attempts.
Baby.
All of it. They just weren't hitting the shots. It changed tonight in the goddamn face. Right there. 1-1. Is it? It's 1-1 in game 3. Oh, it's been a long time, man, since we beat the UC. It's been a long time since playoff games at the UC, man. And you know how Bulls fans going to be?
Oh, my
Bulls
God.
Nation, y'all going to be insane.
You thought
we're going to be with you.
You thought the Bulls fans at Fiserv were loud enough and rowdy enough that you could hear them on the broadcast, which you could. DeMar was getting MVP chance in the fourth.
Yes, he was.
Grayson, my life sucks, Allen, was getting booed at his own free throw line.
Yes, he was.
United Center, game 3, with a tied series, first home playoff game. Blackhawks doing good stuff in the background.
Goddamn
there
right.
you go.
Dude, stuff. Everybody's winning.
That madhouse is going to be mad.
There's going to be, you're going to find out why it's called the madhouse on Madison. You're going to find out quickly. And I don't think these teams have seen that or been in that yet. They don't know what it's like when Bulls are doing well and when it's feeling good. But you're damn sure about to find out quick, fast, in a hurry. And I think a lot of them Bulls players don't know how that feels. I mean, they've had it, when they've had regular season games when that's cool. Y'all ain't felt that in the playoffs like that, man. Dude, DeMar DeRozan had 41. Listen, that's so crazy. He had 41, and then he had 7 rebounds with that, 4 assists, and then threw in a steal and 2 blocks. Took 31 shots, hit 16 of them. That means he was 51% from the field, man. He was balling. That is what we got him here for. Oh, no, DeMar DeRozan, he ain't going to do it. Shut up tonight. Tonight is about them W's, baby. Oh, it feels so good. It just feels good. This is why I wanted to be here. Y'all. This is what the point of going to the playoffs was. Oh, no, we're just going to go and get beat up and sweat. Dude, this is why you're here. We ain't felt this. We ain't ever felt this in our friendship. It ain't happened.
Dude, that was a great hug.
Oh.
When that clock hit 0.
Oh, it was a great one. And we meant it. You know why it was great? Because we damn sure meant it. And I know Casey probably got on video because she got a million videos of us doing insane things over there, man. Casey, shout out to you. She got a lot of stuff.
She's a trooper.
Y'all just want to stay tuned to all the social medias.
Her
on
day
CHGO.
started early, and she's still here working.
Still
AK,
here.
shout out with the super chat, said Bulls have taken home court that they have.
Yeah.
A lot of people asking for various peck meters in the comments. Joey might be working on some right now, but here's an update. I just saw this from Shams come across my Twitter feed.
Okay.
Bucks coach Mike Budenholzer said, I was just told Chris Middleton has a sprained MCL.
Ooh.
MRI tomorrow.
Ooh.
That's all we know.
Ooh.
I mean, first it was your boy Tristan Thompson almost knocking Bobby Portis's crazy eye out. And then Middleton left the floor, went straight to the locker room limping badly. We'll see. That could be a series changer.
That's a huge series changer. Because he was balling for them in that third quarter. He brought them back in the game.
Right.
Man.
Truly.
Oh,
truly. Like that Middleton third quarter almost wrecked me.
Yeah.
Almost wrecked me.
Yeah, that was tough.
But as we are telling all of those DeMar DeRozan haters to take their L's and go home tonight, can we also quickly do that with all them Vooch haters out there?
You get some of this too.
Where you at, Vooch haters?
You get some of this too.
Where you at, Vooch haters?
What he drop on him, Matt?
24.
How many rebounds he had?
24 and 13.
That's what he did.
So many clutch rebounds, including he didn't have as many offensive rebounds as in game 1 when he had like 8. He had 3.
Right.
But how clutch was the last offensive rebound he got?
It was clutch.
When the Bulls were protecting a shrinking lead and all they needed to do was just get themselves the extra possession and kill some more clock.
That's it.
There was Vooch.
Oh, it was beautiful.
When they needed a dagger 3 late in that game, there was Vooch, who, by the way, 4 of 8 from downtown tonight. Oh, Vooch can't keep shooting these threes. Take what the Bucks defense gives you. Take that 24-13 from Vooch. I want to hear nothing other than apologies from the Vooch haters tonight. Where you at, Fred? Where you at, Fred?
Calling them
out.
You
watching, Fred? Where you at?
Tune in. And shout out to our guy Herb Lawrence also in the super chat. Oh, he said, can't wait to watch the game on Friday with the CHGO Bulls, folks. We can't wait to watch it with you, Herb. We're going to be insane.
I don't know if I'm going to sleep between now and then.
Oh, it's like Christmas, man. The city is electric, man. Oh, man, the city's electric. What's it been like since the Bulls have been the team in the playoffs that Chicago is getting behind? You know how long that's been? I can tell you how long it's been. Then 5 years. That's how long it's been. It's barely, and I was going to finish. Let me finish, Matthew. And not everybody was in on it. Like, we were split on it, all right? So I can say 7 years, okay? But this team, everybody's in agreement on that because it feels damn good. Because the Chicago Bulls, it's not the fact that they won. It was how they won, Matt. They took it to Giannis. Did you not see my man Patrick Williams out there tonight doing his damn thing? Boards. All kinds of boards, using that athleticism to go up and snatch him away. 10 points, 9 rebounds. And here's my favorite stat. 9 shots. He took 9 shots. Dude, if he hit that three-pointer, I would have got on here and lost that match. That jersey would have been on me. That jersey would have been mine, all right? That would have been worn by your boy right here, man. I would have been out of control. Oh, I was so proud of him tonight, man, because of the stuff he said. You know what I mean? We were like, dude, if you're going to talk it, you got to walk it.
Yeah.
Well, he got out there and he did that, man.
Yep.
And he made himself known. Now I don't have visions of him doing boxing out Giannis or turning the ball over like he did in game 1 or not taking 3-point shots. Nope.
Yeah.
Faking, go to the bucket. Let me shoot this 3. Let me get these rebounds. Let me get that steal. Let me throw this block up here too. He did it all tonight, man. He was vitally important to this victory.
He was always, it seemed, there when the Bulls needed somebody to grab a big rebound.
Yep.
He was there. And you mentioned that one play he had in your glorious little soliloquy just now. That one where he faked from behind the 3-point and then put the ball on the floor and drove through 3 Bucks defenders and had that crafty lefty layup while he was like falling down. And
dude,
that was gorgeous.
I went running across.
And I told that to you on a different play where Pete put the ball on the floor and it didn't end in a bucket. I think he missed like a pull-up, 16-footer. But just – pump fake the 3 if you're not super confident in the 3 right now, Pat.
Right.
Put the ball on the floor. Make the Bucks guard you.
Yes.
Make the Bucks guard you.
Yes, man.
And at one point, I noticed in the second half, the the Bucks switched and said, okay, let's have Giannis guard Vooch for a stretch because Vooch was killing him.
Yeah.
And they switched Lopez onto Pat. Because it was
Yes.
like, well, Pat's not doing anything. And then a couple of times, Pat used that mismatch to say, Brook Lopez, you're too slow.
Yes, you are.
And got a couple of buckets out of it. That's all we're asking for, Pat.
That's it.
You can't be a net zero when you're out there.
Dude, my favorite shot was the one that he missed. It was that three-pointer near the end of the game. You know why? Because he took it. That's why I was excited. He took the shot. It was wide open, and he shot it confidently. It missed, but what happened, Matt, when he missed? They got the offensive rebound. That's why it's important for you to have that confidence to take the shot, because you don't know what's going to happen after that. But you have to take the shot. The fact that he took it and tried to win that game and close it out for the Chicago Bulls is what was important to me with watching Patrick Williams. He talked it and he walked it, and I loved him for it. Do it again in game 3, young fella. That was awesome.
Shout out to Brennan, who just said in the comments, CHGO is the best sports coverage in Chicago, and it's not close. That is so kind.
It's very kind,
So
Brennan.
kind of you.
Very kind.
Shout out to our guys, Cody from CHGO Cubs
Cody.
and Nick from CHGO Bears, who are
Nick
both
the Quick.
hyped. And Nick said, Bears got an early mini camp practice tomorrow, but I'm up. Cody said, imagine sleeping tonight. Chicago sports fans are hyped, y'all, right now.
Look at Cody in the suit.
Oh,
Cody, look at that boy clean.
Sharp. Oh, yeah.
Whistle clean. Look at that man right there. How can you not like that?
He's got an Avi that looks like that, and yet he clowned me a couple weeks ago on Insta because I posted a pic of me wearing a button-down shirt, and he was like, "Wow, Matt in a button-down shirt.
Well,
don't see that every day."
That was a pretty good Cody, by the way.
you don't, yeah.
That was a pretty good Cody you just did, right?
I mean,
there.
I didn't mention anything about gambling, but other than that, it was a pretty good Cody. Speaking of CHGO Sports being great coverage for our fellow sports fans,
Yes.
You guys can help us continue doing this, and you can help us by doing what, Big Dave?
Oh, but I can tell you, is the best way to support us is to download that PointsBet app. You see that thing right there? You see that where my finger is? Right there, that thing? That thing right there. Right there. Here.
There it is.
Here. There it is.
Right
there
over
it is. There it is. Yes, that PointsBet app with that code CHGO, y'all. And what you do, and listen, just listen closely to this right here. Let me calm myself down while I listen closely to this right here. I'm lying to you. I'm hyped. I ain't going to be calm. Because if you do that right now, you'll get 2 risk-free bets, y'all, up to $2,000. But that's not it. Nope. If you make a $50 or more first-time deposit, you will receive that free CHGO membership, which unlocks all of that web content, and you'll get that free T-shirt of your choice from that CHGO locker. That's $2,000 in free bets, a free CHGO membership, a free T-shirt, and from the CHGO locker, all for making a $50 or more first-time deposit at PointsBet. Plus, introducing that live NBA same game parlay for the first time ever. You can build the perfect live NBA same game parlay, and you can do that only with PointsBet. And you combine your favorite bets anytime during the game. And if you want more,
And we know that you do.
you can also boost your live same game parlays. You can watch live, you can parlay live, you can boost live, and you can partay live like we're going to be partying live over at the Third Rail Tavern on Friday, y'all. You can do that with PointsBet. Oh, and all them people here in this beautiful state of Illinois and this miraculously beautiful city of Chicago, you can download that PointsBet app right now and register your account from start to finish, all from your phone. So what are you waiting for? Because once that game starts, y'all, you don't just bet. Matt Peck?
You live your best life.
Oh, Joey, one
This
time
is
on
exactly
him.
what I've been waiting for. This is exactly, I don't mean to sound like Cat Williams, but this is exactly what I've been waiting for.
Really?
Yeah.
Really, Joey?
Yeah, he did.
Matt is so hard to read with these sound effects and what he's going to.
I've told you before, I don't want to hear no Stephen A. on this here
No,
program.
you said no Kirk Cousins.
You did say no Kirk Cousins.
I have
First
not.
of all, you are not going to ban Stephen A. from the show. I love Stephen A. You can't go ban Stephen A.
hold
Kirk
on.
Cousins, I'll accept. He's a Viking. I'll take that. Stephen A.
I want you
I
to
can't.
deal with your problems by becoming rich.
I know you like that one.
Wait, you heard when you heard Lamar doing Stephen A? You know that was amazing.
Come on now.
I mean, oh, Miami. Ooh, South Beach.
Shout out Lamar Morris. Yeah, no, I'm still putting my foot down on no more Stephen A.
Don't listen to him. Stephen A. That's half him, half me. I'm rolling with Stephen A. Put it out, Joey.
Shout out to Guy Finley with the super chat saying, thanks for the only post game I could see behind the cheddar curtain. Karma is a B, Bucks fans. Thanks for holding it down behind enemy lines. Josh saying, shout out Matt David, Bulls Nation from Grand Rapids, Michigan. Appreciate you.
Shout out.
So, Bulls fans, if you're not ready to go to bed yet, or if you're going to stay up late tonight and then are struggling in the morning tomorrow.
Or if you're international like our guy Mark K, who's just up right now.
Exactly. Here's what you do. Get yourself some Strava Craft coffee. Boom. It's a game changer, and it's helped thousands of people improve their overall wellness and quality of life. Strava delivers delicious, fresh roasted specialty coffee infused with organic broad-spectrum CBD. CBD from hemp doesn't make you high or hungry. What it does do is offer real benefits that can help you feel alert and focused without the coffee jitters.
Yes.
Live your day more balanced with less anxiety.
Yes.
I got that going on. Fewer aches and pains. I got them going on, too.
A little bit.
Plus, including CBD in your daily routine can even help you enjoy. Did you know this, Dave?
What's that?
More restful sleep.
Shut up.
So you can wake up feeling your best, getting ready for Game 3, Bulls Nation.
Oh, it
and the
feels
best
so good.
part is that Strava is all about quality. Everything in small batch, fresh, and shipped straight to your door. Strava also offers concentrated full-spectrum CBD tinctures for those looking for more traditional CBD format. And right now, CHGO listeners can save 25% off their entire order when you use code CHGO25 at signup. That's CHGO25 at checkout for 25% off your entire order at StravaCraftCoffee.com. Big Dave, I just ran out of my free sample that they gave us. Ordered more. I love it. I love it. Yeah.
He's serious, man. He ain't playing about that, all right?
They got decaf for the evening times, and then full caffeine, ready to go, start my day in the morning.
And that says a lot because you're a coffee guy.
Love it.
You love your coffee.
3 cups a morning.
Oh, man, he ain't playing. Strava. Shout out.
Shout out. So, Big Dave,
Yes, sir.
can we talk a little bit more in depth about the Bulls defense that we saw tonight?
Gustavo.
Because that was one of my concerns, or part of my concern, is when I was like seeing a Bucks blowout win tonight, is maybe the Bulls shoot a little bit better, but the Bucks shoot also substantially better, and the Bulls defense didn't bring what they brought in Game 1. They brought more than what they brought in Game 1. And single-handedly, shout out Alex freaking Caruso. Give that man a round of applause, man. Bulls Nation.
Give it up, man.
Because, oh my Lord, I mean, how many? There was one play where you're like, that entire defensive possession was all Alex Caruso.
Yes.
And it was.
It was.
When they, as did Patrick Williams, when they needed a big rebound, there was Alex Caruso.
Yes.
When they needed him to stay down on a defender, to help, to switch, and then he was there in the huddle, in the timeouts.
Yes.
Instructing his teammates. That
Yes, he was.
veteran leadership, that playoff experience that Caruso brings with his champ with LA. And he was, Stacey always loved saying 5 Javantes. There were 10 Carusos on the floor tonight. 10 of them.
It was amazing. Even that play you're talking about, it was Middleton who comes down the floor, who had been out of control. He came down the floor, and the first thing I yell is stop the ball. What did Caruso do? Got up on him, stop the ball. Then he forced Middleton to say, well, I can't shoot the 3 that I want to shoot. I'm going to have to go to the bucket. He tries to put him in the post, back him down, slap, get that ball up out of here. Messes that up. He gets it back. He goes up. He tries up. Nope. He's in jail. Doesn't know what to do. He has to kick it out to Drew Holiday. Shoots it up. Clang. Bulls rebound the other way. That was all Alex Caruso. And Matt also, like he said, he got the steal that he needed. All that. He also got the blocks that you needed too, man. Dude, he was out there blocking Giannis, bro. He was out there blocking Giannis. He was amazing. Yes, Brent just said it. Yes, how about that block on Giannis? Yes, that block was amazing, all right? And huge. He was annoying everybody on that team. That's the Alex Caruso we missed.
Yep.
That was the one we had saw in that first half of the season, man. And on top of that, Matt, he hit a couple of his threes. 9 points with that. What he hit? 3 of them?
3 of 7 from
3
downtown.
Of 7.
I'll take that from
all
Alex.
day long because he took 7 of them. That's awesome. But he's different. He's not just a guy you're looking at attempts. I want him to knock some of those down. You know what I'm saying? And he did, Matt. And the ones, they were huge threes that he was knocking down. 3 of 7 was huge. The defense was amazing. Running the point guard, Matt, the passes. Oh my God, the pass. That left-handed joint in the fourth quarter, he threw to Zach in the corner, and Zach buried that three. Huge, man. Can't say enough about what Alex Caruso did tonight, guys.
My goodness. I mean, you just touched on it at the end there. That's the other thing, is not only Caruso doing what he does on the defensive end, but that playmaking.
Yeah.
They really needed him tonight.
Oh, they did.
That was it going down
And
the stretch. He was the only guy that was going to handle the ball.
Yep.
Because outside of, some of the possessions, Caruso would bring the ball up, and then they would run some kind of screen to free up DeRozan, and then give the ball to DeRozan.
Right.
If it weren't DeRozan himself bringing the ball up.
Right.
Because we had a tough time tonight watching Zach try to bring the ball up.
Yeah.
Kobe try to bring the ball up.
Yes.
Alex Caruso was the one who was reliable tonight. 10 dimes and 1 turnover.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there were a couple of times tonight when the Bulls offense came up empty a few times in a row down the floor. Their lead shrinks a little bit, and you're just saying, get some kind of good possession that's not just all we can do is rely on DeMar. And when they found something else, it was Alex Caruso making some kind of nifty pass.
Yes, it was. And I is that Deanna? Can you put that one back up, Joey, man? That what Deanna said up there? Yeah, that one, please. Right there, because I love a good pun right there. He said, I said Caruso would be Caruso.
Caruso. Yeah.
That's for you. That's for you, DB. That's for you right there. I loved it. That was awesome, man. But he was, and he showed how vital and important he is to this team. And that point that you said, man, should be expounded upon about him in the huddle.
Yeah.
About how he was talking to those guys, letting them know where they need to be on the floor. That was always Lonzo's job, right? When he was out there, that's what he was doing. Caruso would do it more for the bench guys.
Right.
Now he's in the starting lineup, and he's letting guys know where they needed to be, man. They didn't get rattled. I mean, the Bucks were going on, and you knew the runs were coming, right? And we were just prepared for the worst. But they did not get rattled out there, man. They took those punches, and they came back each and every time because they were like, here, DeMar DeRozan, you get that. Here, Vooch, you go ahead, you get that, man. Everybody contributed who played tonight, did something on the floor that was necessary.
True.
Every single
Truly.
person, dog. And that's what was great. Oh, it felt so
Shout
good.
out to Tristan for that accidental hit that caused Bobby to miss the rest of the game. Shout out to where'd it go? Oh, Amari from pregame. Remember, he was the one who said we're gonna get 30, 30, and 25 from our big three.
Back down, Joey. Back down. Right
he said
there.
30, 30, and 25 from the big three in pregame. He points out here that adds up to 85. Tonight we got 41 from DeMar, 20 from Zach, 24 from Vooch, which adds up to 85. I'm an oracle. Well done, Amari.
Well done, sir.
Well done, Amari.
That's for you.
Shout out to Jakey with the super chat, who said if Middleton is out,
Ouch.
Bulls win game 3, game 4, game 5, and advance. Right? Is our guy Jake trying to take your throne as the president of the Meathead Society tonight?
Listen, he's been trying to get that for a while, right? He's always drops that on us with that, hey, guys, they're winning tonight, right? He always puts that on us, and he's going to be right sometime.
It's true.
He was right tonight.
And
yes, he was.
As soon as I got to the office earlier this afternoon, Jay came up to me, and we were chatting a little bit. He's like, so, Bulls are getting off to a better start tonight.
Right.
And I was like, well, they started in a 0-9 hole in the first quarter of game 1, so, it's kind of hard to get off to a work start than they did in game 1.
Exactly.
But I also wouldn't be surprised because, again, I see a Bucks blowout coming tonight. And he was like, I don't know, man. So shout out to you, Jake.
Shout out, Jake. Shout out for pointing that out, man. It was just big to get that win on the road for them, too. Because not only had they struggled against those elite teams, which record means doo-doo to me now. You know what I'm saying? Because now you're in the playoffs. It's 0-0, as Caruso kept telling
Beat the
everybody.
defending champ Bucks on their floor.
On their floor. I can't stress how important that is for this team.
Huge.
To get that on the road, y'all. They are the underdogs, period. And now they get to come back to the place where they are comfortable, where they enjoy playing and taking it to these squads, man. Oh, I can't wait to watch it. You damn right, y'all. I see y'all saying meathead mode, meathead hours in there because they have been activated and it feels so damn good. Oh, feels
Gotta
nice.
Get them activated. Luke in the comments said, come a long way from Hutch's shins and the peanut M&M in the starting lineup.
Not Hutch Sore Shins.
Chandler Crutch Shore shins.
Crutch Sore Shins, yes. I forgot. Shout out John Sabine. That's all he
Mead
would call him.
Catalyst said Jake is VP of Bulls Optimist Department. I'm president. Wow. Okay.
all
So
right, we
Mead
handing
is
out.
claiming themselves
All
as
right,
president
all right.
of Bulls Optimism Club.
All right.
And I saw somebody comment earlier saying like, oh, like is Matt back to being like very emotionally engaged but on board? Because if you recall, towards the second or third to last regular season game, I sat here in this
Switched it
very
off.
chair and was like, I am done with this team. I'm back in,
He
y'all.
was finished. He's back. And listen, I never gave up his seat. I knew what he was going through. I was like, nope, guys, nope. The seat's still available. Trust me. He'll be back. He'll be back. He can't stay away, man. He's got to come back. And he's back, and he's here.
They had me wrapped around their finger tonight, Dave. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Oh, it was so much fun. Wasn't that great?
It was.
Man, that was so much fun to watch,
Again,
man.
like, we were crushed by the loss in game one because of what it could have meant and because it certainly seemed like an opportunity that was there for the taking
Yes.
with the Bucks having as awful of a shooting night as they did.
Yeah.
And that was kind of deflating to me. And that's why I was like, if they had a chance to steal a game in Milwaukee, that was it.
That was it. Yeah, you're right.
And then the Bulls, bless their hearts, said, no, we ain't done.
Yeah.
We got another game in Milwaukee.
Uh-huh.
Let's regroup. Let's have a practice. Let's tweak a couple of things.
Uh-huh.
You know, Billy did tweak his rotation a little bit tonight, and we can talk about that moving forward. But the resolve that they showed, they could have so easily packed it in and just put their heads down after coming up just short in that loss. Because, of course, it would be understandable for a loss like that to just devastate you mentally.
Yes, absolutely.
And they said to hell with that.
Yeah, and that's what I was talking about tonight. Like, they didn't get rattled by that run. Like, it's stuff like that. It could have been deflating for them, especially all the losses we saw them have in that second half of the season. It was like they had tons of deflating losses, okay? But they didn't give up, Matt. They did not. They worked harder. They said, no, what we did and what we're doing works. And because they saw success. Because it's not just the fact that the shots weren't going down. They were getting the shots that they were actually planning on getting. And they were like, oh, these are open to us. Oh, snap. This works. And that's why they were like, nope, next game too. Let's go in. And it walked in with a quiet confidence about it, guys. It was just amazing. And when they went off, started early, and you mentioned it, when they started with that 9-0 run, first thing Matt said, I don't know how to feel about this right now. He was so confused, man. He was so confused, y'all. It was just incredible.
It caught me completely off guard.
Yeah,
I did not see that coming. And then, so at halftime, and you and I are high-fived, and we're hyped up, and the Bulls make another little run to get that lead back up to 14 at halftime. And I was like, okay, the Bucks are going to make a run.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if it's going to be in the third quarter or bridging the fourth. At some point, they're making a run, and they're closing this gap.
It's going to happen.
It's all going to be about how the Bulls respond to it.
Yes, correct.
And the Bucks, of course, because they're the defending champs, They made multiple different runs.
They did.
And anytime it got down to a two-possession game, even a one-possession game, the Bulls found a play on either end of the floor to say, okay, here's a little breathing room.
Yes.
Okay, here's a little breathing room, which is that's how you need to respond.
Right.
Because you can't always respond to that run and that punch with just as big of a run or just as big of a punch, especially when you are on the road in the defending champs' house.
Yeah.
But they responded enough.
Yes.
I'll always stay on the right side of that margin, because I don't know about you, Dave. If at any point when the Bucks were making any of those third and fourth quarter runs, they came all the way back and took the lead, Bucks win.
Yep.
That, like, in my opinion, if they ever came back and took the lead, that's a Bucks win.
That's true.
But the Bulls said, nah.
No.
Our lead.
No. They said no. And that was, it was big bucket after big bucket. And you're right. They weren't trying to get it all back at one time.
No.
And remember, we're so used to seeing that with guys like, remember when Zach used to try to do that all the time? He's like, I got to get it all back at this one time, man. They did not do that. When they would score, and I'm screaming, dude, I'm like, no, run, go. And they're like, no, we're going to walk this up. We're going to take our time. We're going to figure this out, find the right play, find the right shot. And then if it hits or misses, we're going to go back down and play defense. And you saw them do that all game long, y'all. That's what is so encouraging about all of this, is because it wasn't a fluke. They didn't fall into, you know what I mean? It wasn't just like, oh, man, Bulls just hit 58 threes and, just got hot and they won. No, They played skilled basketball in game 1. The shots just didn't fall. They played skilled basketball in game 2. Those shots were hitting, man. And I mean timely, like you said.
Timely.
That Vooch 3.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
Caruso's threes were timely.
Yes, man.
Even Zach, who had a rough night.
A rough night.
Okay,
Rough night.
20 on 7 of 13.
Yeah.
He had 4 turnovers, and it felt like 8.
Yes, it did.
It really did. It
Yes,
felt
it
like
did.
one of those nights where you're like, Zach, anytime Zach gets the ball, some like wizard who's invisible in the third row slabbered it in butter before Zach got the ball. And you're just like, Zach, hold on to the ball.
He's like, I couldn't do it.
Even he, on a night like tonight, when it was like, who's making the plays down the stretch in the fourth quarter, and it was DeMar, and it was Caruso, and it was Vooch.
Yeah.
Zach hit that one corner 3 that they absolutely needed.
At that point in the game, they had to have that shot.
Needed it.
They had to have it, and Caruso hit him with the pass right in. And we always talk about Zach with the catch and shoot. We've been talking about it all
Catch and
season
shoot,
long.
corner threes.
Catch and shoot Zach from
As
that
opposed
corner.
to all the ball handling he was doing.
Correct.
Which was driving you crazy.
Driving me insane.
I have my moments tonight, but y'all should have seen Big Dave every time Zach brought the ball up the floor. Oh, my God.
Yo, man.
Get it out the man's hands.
Hey, man, look. Get the ball out of his hands because they had their best every time. It wasn't Wesley Matthews guarding him up the floor. It was either Drew Holiday or it was Javon Carter. Them dudes are ball honks. They're coming for it. And Zach always gets that ball taken from. No. And then he would try to create. No. Stop it. Stop it now. I just loved it when DeMar went and got it from him. When Caruso went and got it from him. Because you didn't see it in the fourth quarter, right? You didn't see it. No. They were like, no, bro. Get that corner. You know what I'm saying? Hit this side. We'll find you. I promise we'll find you, man. But we got to handle this the right way. And it was beautiful.
And again, anybody who's watched Zach LaVine in a Bulls jersey for the last 4, going on 5 years now, has known that he can be a more lethal threat off the ball.
Yeah.
And not being the guy tasked with running your offense every time down the floor.
Correct.
And we saw both sides of that coin tonight. We saw Zach trying to do too much, being a primary ball handler for certain stretches. And then we saw good Zach operating off the ball.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, it's crazy. This comment from Cosmic Keys is hilarious.
Okay.
Congrats to Alex Caruso on being a father. Baby boy Giannis, 9 pounds, 3,728 ounces.
Hold on.
Now, I can't check your math on that. I don't know pounds and ounces and whether or not that number of ounces actually makes up the body weight of Giannis.
I was told there wouldn't be any math.
Yeah. Also, holy.
Stop the presses. There it is.
He's here.
Goat Leave in the building.
Will the Goat Gottlieb, ladies and gentlemen.
Look at
as
him.
excited to see me as you guys. I really appreciate it.
Hi, Will. They won.
They won, Will. They won.
They won a game.
What
They
the
won a
hell?
game. It was an incredible game too because you just know the whole time the Bucks had that run in them, and it was hold them off, 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 and they did. They did it. It was wild. I honestly like just the way, as we've talked about a bunch over the last couple of weeks, the way that they roll over in the face of adversity. These 2 games, I mean, just so impressive. Very much more resembles the first half of the season Bulls than the second half.
Yeah, I mean, and we'll get into some of what you heard from Billy and the players postgame, but for all the talk we had in our episode yesterday and part of postgame when you joined us about the Bulls' defense in Game 1 being respectable, if not great, we were talking before you hopped on about how it looked even better tonight, and of course, major kudos individually to Alex Caruso, but what did you think about the Bulls' defense tonight, Will?
Yeah, I mean, Caruso is just so freaking good. And Billy mentioned that he ramped up the minutes a little bit. So Caruso was up at 38, and I think he was only around 32 or 33 last game. I mean, he just needs to be out there. He's the quarterback of the defense. He's literally the one guy who can stay in front of Giannis, taking charges. He cut off a Drew Holiday drive, and then Drew dumped it off to Brook Lopez, and he blocked Lopez at the rim. I mean, he does everything. And it doesn't even go unnoticed. Everybody on the team appreciates it. media member knows that he's like that dude on defense. And I mean, he's putting on a show out there. It's really special to watch. And the way that he not only is just like an individual menace, he just like elevates the entire defensive identity of this team. He played his ass off tonight, as did everybody, but Caruso really stands out defensively. And I think on the whole, the Bulls did look a lot better, to your point, Matt. The rotations looked a little bit crisper. I need to go back and rewatch the game to really get a sense of, where these shots were coming from. But it really felt like the quality of reversal corner threes that the Bucks were getting was, a little bit harder. I thought they did a really good job of containing Giannis. I mean, he ended up with 18 free throws, and how much can you really contain Giannis? But I thought they did a great job. There was some fouling for sure, but that's about as good as you can do against a guy like that.
Well, so we talked about the MVP on the defense, which Caruso. Let's talk about the MVP on the offense, which was your boy, DeMar DeRozan, man. Talk about his performance a little bit.
Oh, my God, dude. When he gets going, it is just money every time. And what's crazy is the way that the Bucks defended him was just so weird to me, because essentially they started with Wes Matthews on him. He wasn't really scoring. And then he started to heat up a little bit. They switched Drew Holiday onto him. And then he started heating up even more. And then rather than going straight to the trap, they were just like backing all the way off. And so he would go at Giannis on every single pick and roll, because Giannis was just dropping back into the paint. And it's like allowing DeMar to take his elbow jumpers, which he loves to do. He's like, yes, please. And he feasted. He just absolutely feasted. And he went at Giannis going to the basket. He was just cooking him off a dribble. It's crazy. Like, I tweeted out, like, Giannis is a defensive player of the year, and he's 7 feet tall, and he has like a 7 trillion inch wingspan, and he's going after this dude. It was wild to see.
Yeah.
I don't think like anybody has fully processed how crazy of just like the balls that he played with. It was wild. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that.
And what thoughts did DeMar offer tonight? I assume he was at the podium, especially after his podium after game one, saying, I guarantee you I'm not shooting 6 for 25 again. Well, he didn't. He went 16 for 31.
Yeah, and KC asked him that exact question, is like, you sat here post-game after game one and said, I guarantee you I'm not going to shoot 6 for 25 again. And sure enough, he did not shoot 6 for 25. So Casey said, like, why didn't you shoot 6 for 25? And before he could answer, Caruso was just like, he's good. And DeMar was like, yeah, what he said. And it's crazy. He's just so calm about it. He's just even keeled all the way through, but he's got this confidence. And, people were asking him about taking jumpers last night in Fiserv. And he's like, I do that in the playoffs every single game. I'm going to be doing that at the UC tomorrow night. So he's just a king of his craft, and just, career playoff high, 41 points. To just do that in Giannis's face is just unbelievably badass.
Yeah, and I love how that part right there is key, career high. Because remember pregame I talked about, what is he having this year? A career year is what he's having this year. Continued it on with a career high
compared to his career playoff numbers.
Correct. Compared to what he was doing previously in the playoffs, it's different now. It's a whole different kind of DeMar DeRozan. It was great to see. Will, the other guy I wanted to ask you about was one Patrick Williams out there, because he was definitely impactful in this game tonight. What did you think about the game of Pat on both sides of the ball?
He looked like he was there, which was a step up from last game. I get frustrated with Pat when he refuses to shoot those corner threes on the reverse pass. Like, he's got to do that. I know it's not a part of his game. I know it's not part of who he is as a player, or maybe even who he wants to be. But those are the shots that the Bucks are giving you. And there's a reason why he's open, right? Because he's hesitant to shoot those. He's not very good at it. But every single possession has to be like the highest potential value that you can get. And an open corner three from anybody is high value. So he's got to take those. He dribbled out of a few. He had one where he kind of like caught it and then did the negative step where he steps backwards to try to drive and stepped out of bounds. But then he had a couple plays where he got all the way to the cup and finished at the rim. So I thought he played a lot better. His defense looked pretty good on Giannis. Again, like, there's only so much you can do. But he definitely made an impact on this game, and you hope that this is like one step in the right direction, and then game 3 will be another step. to where he starts to really build on that confidence, because we know he is a timid dude and he, needs to have things going right for him to get more and more aggressive. So hopefully this is a step in the right direction.
Also want to hear what Billy Donovan had to say tonight, because I thought he coached 2 hell of a games in Milwaukee. But first, Will, do you want to hear Big Dave tell the people about PointsBet one more time real quick?
Give the people what they want.
I thought so.
Oh, this is for the millennium then.
Oh.
It's going down, baby. Oh, if you enjoy CHGO, one way is to continue to help us to grow. That rhyme is to download the PointsBet app and use that code CHGO when you sign up. Because not only will you get those 2 risk-free bets up to $2,000, but if you make a $50 or more first-time deposit, you'll receive a free CHGO membership, which unlocks all of that web content, and you'll even get a free t-shirt of your choice from the CHGO locker. And as I said, all you beautiful people in this state of Illinois, you can actually download the PointsBet app right now and register your account from start to finish, all from your phone. You'll be signing up with the fastest sportsbook, easier than ever, so you can start living your bet life. The Bulls won in seconds. So what are you waiting for? Because once the game starts, you don't just bet. Will, can you tell them what they do all the way from Milwaukee?
Live your bet life.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Shout out to Potential 84 in the comments, who took your joke about Willennium coming into that and said, P. Willie style.
Well done. Well done.
And shout out to
happy
Matthew
share
with the
Will
super
with
chat
Patrick.
saying, Matthew saying, he's not God. Bulls in 6. Referencing that epic P. Will quote from before tonight's game as far as guarding Giannis. Okay, so Will, what did Billy Donovan have to say tonight? Give me the highlight from Billy, because I thought he coached a heck of a game 1, and I thought he coached an even better game 2 in response.
Yeah, I mean, you never get too much from Billy. I mean, he's never going to really tip his hand, but I think he was happy with the way they played. Sounds like they got even better looks. I mean, last couple of days we've been talking about the quality of some of the shots that they've gotten. I think their shot profile was a little bit different, where I think last game they had almost 33s. Tonight only 15. Got to the line a little bit less, but again, you're carried by that February DeMar Wilt Chamberlain type of game where he scores 40 on 50% shooting. So you take that with a grain of salt, that maybe you can't get that every single night, but overall everybody seemed pretty pleased with the offense. And then defensively, I think he was much more pleased with the way they executed. Defensive rebounds in the first half was really strong. I think that's how you sort of built up that lead. It sort of started to flounder a little bit in that third quarter. Giannis had the missed free throw. He made the first free throw, missed the second one, got a rebound, and then put back dunk. So these are the moments where you can really feel the momentum swing. So you have to clean some of that stuff up. But I think overall, you can't really be frustrated or disappointed with anything.
You mentioned the rebounding, which leads me to talk about Nikola Vucevic, man, and the game that he had tonight. Because it was so interesting just watching him, because he's the one that got everything going, early on for the Chicago Bulls. But his rebounding was really key, and then he hit some huge 3-pointers for the Chicago Bulls. He ended up taking 8 of them. Oh, no. So can you get in on that for a second and talk about Nikola Vucevic's game tonight?
I got distracted by Mark's comment.
Yeah, I was going to say, Will, your dad's commenting.
Good night, Casey. Thank you. Love you.
Yeah, I mean, Vooch came out. He had the first, I think, 5 points of the game on a little runner floater and then on a pick and pop 3. And that just kind of set the tone. I mean, did the Bulls trail at all in this game? I think they were up from wire to wire.
I believe they were.
Yeah.
Which is just crazy to even say out loud. But,
Crazy.
Yeah, I mean, Vooch really anchored it. The fact that he continued to get up threes, obviously made 4 of 8 of them, but just the fact that he's continuing to shoot them, and he said as much after the game, he puts a ton of work in, and one bad shooting night is not going to change his feeling about whether or not he wants to shoot. So that's great. And he definitely quieted down the scoring a little bit late, picked up some fouls, but I thought he was just absolutely crucial to the Bulls getting anything going on offense, whether it was him scoring or just setting great screens and forcing switches. He was awesome tonight. And I'm sure we'll have a long conversation about whether or not the Bulls should trade him in the offseason, but like these are the moments, these are the games where you feel like he's an all-star. Maybe the numbers don't necessarily scream like all-star, or 24 and 13 is pretty damn good. So he definitely is that third outlet, and needs to continue to take those shots, because that's really what the Bucks are giving him.
Yeah.
We were talking right before you hopped on about Zach LaVine and how he hit a very necessary and timely corner three late in the game when he was playing off the ball, but how we kind of got yet another reminder tonight of the nights when on-ball Zach good, on-ball Zach bad, off-ball Zach good, and had some turnover issues, had some issues taking care of the ball, holding on to the ball tonight, and still, after he struggled in game one, couldn't quite find his rhythm again in game two. What did you think about the game we saw from Zach?
Yeah, I honestly don't think he played a great game. The 20 points on better than 50% shooting is great, but he just didn't really feel like he was a part of the offense. It was very much like the DeMar Show, and I think that was intentional, was because like you're getting a better, higher quality look from DeMar, a lower percentage chance of turning it over, and higher percentage chance of getting a good look. You just need more from Zach. And I don't know if it was the knee. It felt like he missed a couple of layups, and that kind of took him out of his game a little bit. But he needs to be like 25, 26, 30 point per game kind of guy to really put pressure on this Bucks team. And, Dave, you harped on it all month, was getting to the free throw line. He only had 4 free throw attempts today. I think a lot of that is just due to the fact that DeMar had the ball in his hands the whole time, but he's not really getting you anything on the boards. He only had 1 rebound, 3 assists, and 4 turnovers. So I really don't think this was his best performance by any means. And one of those games where you just feel like the Bulls got away with because of how great DeMar is. And, I would love to see all 3 of those guys really, playing at their best at the same time. And that's sort of where this team can peak.
Will, what did you think of the rotations tonight? Because it feels like, and I said this earlier, that everybody who played on the floor had a contribution to this victory that the Bulls had. And guys didn't play those heavy minutes. Billy was quick to pull them, and he was just rolling with his guys. But how did you feel about the rotations that everybody got tonight?
I almost want to say, like, what rotations? Like, DeMar played 44 minutes, Zach played 43 minutes. But again, I think it's the same thing as last game where, you get some basically like trying to tread water in those Javonte minutes and Dirk Jones minutes when Vooch is out. They played in the first half minutes with Kobe and Io in at the same time in these 4 bench units with DeMar or Zach. So it was like Javonte, either Tristan or Dirk Jones, plus Kobe and Io. And you're just like praying that the Bucks don't go on like a 15-0 run in 3 minutes, because those lineups just like they can't do anything other than like best case scenario tread water. And I think that's why you're seeing low minutes with these guys. It was nice to see Pat creep up a little bit in minutes. Like he obviously earned those, and Javonte was really the only other major contributor on the bench. But at some point, like, you're not going to get 40 points from DeMar, and you're going to need somebody else to step up. And, Billy's going to do that same thing where he just like gives guys opportunities to see if they can get going. And last game it was Kobe a little bit. Tonight, less so. But they had 10 points off the bench. They got to find something.
We had our pal Mark K just now chirp into the comments saying, shout out to all the international Bulls fans who are watching this at ungodly hours. Yeah. For our pal Mark K, it's just like, what, like the middle of the afternoon right now, midday?
Right.
Somebody in the comments, Brazil here, 2:27 a.m. All the folks over in Europe, I don't even know what that's an hour that shouldn't be an hour.
But thank you, though.
It's 12:30 in the morning here,
and we're like
Chicago,
right? But thank y'all.
Speaking of which, Will, are you staying across the border tonight?
Yeah, I'm sleeping in enemy territory again. Actually, for the first time, I got to walk to my hotel after I finish up this write up, and it's 12:30 right now. But I'm just like jacked and juiced right now.
Wait! Why'd you do it?
Where?
Give me the sound, Joey.
We need the neuralizer.
We need the neuralizer right now, Joey, sir. Please come get this young man.
Whereas I understand,
he has forgotten. Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, thank
Whereas I understand that combination of emotions you just used, Will.
Can't put it in the same sentence.
You
That's
can't do it.
on me.
You can't do
That's
it.
on me.
You can't do it.
I know
He
better.
said
than
that's on me. That's on me.
But truly though, I mean, it's super late start here. I'm not going to complain because Mark will get mad at me. But I just am ready to go. I could play another 4 quarters right now.
Hey,
We got Anton saying it's 7:30 here in Sweden.
Sweden, check
AM
it
or
in.
PM? I don't even know.
Wow, man.
So, Will, I mean, we talked a little bit after game 1 about the presence of Bulls Nation up at Fiserv. Was it even more noticeable tonight? Because, it sounded from the broadcast like DeMar was getting MVP chants in that fourth quarter. It sounded like piece of shit douchebag McGillicuddy was getting booed while he was shooting free throws at the end of the game when the contest had been decided in his own stadium. Tell us about the vibe.
The vibes were immaculate. Okay, the Bulls fans were loud in the first quarter. When they went on that run to put them up to 14, I think it was the second quarter. It was the United Center. It was just loud. All Bulls fans. It was really wild to see, especially with Aaron Rodgers sitting courtside. You love to see that. You love to see that.
Oh, that was amazing to watch. That had to be amazing to feel in person for you too, man. You know what I'm saying? To get that kind of thing on the road watching that. That had to be something.
Especially pregame and while you're there, we're so lucky to have these jobs where we can just talk about the Bulls and be there, and you have to just soak it in at some point. Whether it's pregame watching warmups or sitting in the press box while the Bulls are going on a run and winning a playoff game for the first time in 5 years, it's special. And I think the building you felt it from the building. I can't wait to see Friday night what the United Center is looking like. And I mean, after this win, now that people recognize that the Bulls can hang, the Friday night bar situation with you guys is going to be rocking.
Oh, those vibes will be something else.
Man, it's going to be special.
I mean,
brother.
I'm just going to keep running this down real quick in the comments. Michael saying, I'm here hanging out in Vegas.
Yeah.
Bulls Nation in Vegas. We got Takayuki saying it's 14:30 here in Japan.
Yes.
We got Devin saying it's 12:30 in Thailand.
Thailand, man.
I mean, it's 7:30 in Hawaii. 1:30 here in Puerto Rico, says Carlos.
Saudi Arabia checking in, man.
Come on.
Philippines.
We got Philippines hanging out. Bulls Nation is everywhere, and I freaking love it, Dave.
Yeah, man.
This team and its fans travel
all over the place. And that was the one thing that Darnell talked about when he was on the show.
It's true.
It was his favorite season because he did not realize the international love and everywhere the kind of love the Bulls have when they're going on the road. Number 1 at home in attendance, number 1 in the road in attendance, baby. Boom, 2 number 1s right here, Chicago. Oh,
Man.
the Bulls won.
Which,
And they're
obviously.
playing like they deserve it right now.
Come on,
Yeah.
Will.
Better.
Palo Alto, New Jersey, Virginia,
Georgia.
And look, we're excited about this watch party for Game 3. We're excited for as many of you who can and want to join us. Come join us at Third Rail Tavern here in the West Loop. You can RSVP on our Eventbrite site. It's pinned to the top of our CHGO_Bulls Twitter account right now as we speak. But even those of you who can't be there, we know that you will be there in spirit.
Yes.
Because, and by the way, we'll still be doing post-game show here from our studio before Third Rail, pre-game before Third Rail, and then post-game back here after Third Rail.
Yeah.
And those of you in our comments telling us where you are tuning in from, tuning into not only the Bulls, but tuning into our post-game coverage. Serious, mad love to all of you. And you will be in our hearts when we're at that watch party on Friday.
In our hearts and in our voises because we'll be yelling and screaming. I can't wait.
I'm gonna lose my voice by the end of the first quarter.
Your vocal cords.
Got to give them a break, man. You're right, Will. We gotta relax.
Got to rest up tomorrow.
You're right. You're right. See,
Fresh.
way to be the voice of reason on that because Matt and I needed somebody to calm us down to be the voice of reason. Because you'll see it on social media, Will. It was quite out of control over here.
There was some goonage happening tonight. Will, thank you for popping in, man. We appreciate it. We miss you. I'm glad we got to see you yesterday for an in-studio podcast because we're not going to see you for a while.
So long ago. Holy
Dude,
cow.
a lifetime ago.
So much has changed. The Bulls are tied.
Look forward to reading your thoughts post-game on allchgo.com. Subscribe, become a member here so you can read all of Will's great content covering this Bulls-Bucks playoff series, guys. And get home safe. Give the bird to a couple Bucks fans on your way out, okay?
I'll do my best for you.
Will Gottlieb, ladies and gentlemen.
Player.
They call him the GOAT.
The GOAT.
Have a good night, Will. We love you, buddy.
Yes, sir.
That's it. Let's go home.
Let's go home.
Yeah.
Joey.
Joey's ready to go home.
Okay, kids, let's go
Shout
home.
out to Joey, our producer. Shout out to the Hawks guys who are still doing their post game. If you want more, if you can't sleep, if you're wired, head on over to Hawks post game with Greg and Mario and Jay over there in Studio B.
They there.
In the meantime, you can follow us on Twitter. BAWL Sports. Bulls_Peck. We are CHGO_Bulls. Won't Gottlieb is where you can find that man's wonderful work, the one who was just with us just now.
Yes.
And RCP, Third Rail Tavern.
Yeah.
Watch Party.
Yeah.
Between now and then, we will have a remote podcast dropping for y'all tomorrow afternoon. So stay tuned for that in your podcast feeds.
It'll be there.
Joey, I love you. Big Dave,
Love
I
you too, Matt.
you.
You too, sir.
Bulls Nation, we love you so much. Over 500 people watching live tonight on YouTube. Y'all are the best. Appreciate the super chats. Appreciate all of you. Until next time, see Red be good.